It is week 11 of the 2015-16 regular season as the Oakland Raiders are going to head to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. We are still without any injuries, and the Steelers are without Shamarko Thomas and cornerback Javier Arenas. So what's going on, guys? Today we are taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers on the road here in week 11, looking to go 6-4 after picking up a win against Kansas City in the last episode. And we are going to receive the ball first. Dre Archer, and if you remembered from the first episode in this series, I did make a trade involving the Steelers. We did send them Denarius Moore and Darren McFadden, and I believe a third-round pick for Marcus Whedon and Dre Archer. So both these teams are going up for the first time since that trade. And Joique Bell gets nothing on a run there. And that's kind of the story of today. 3rd and 12, we're going to find Jeremy Maclin on a call, a gain of 10, but not enough for the first down. We would have to punt it on 4th and inches. And here comes a two-time Super Bowl champion, Ben Roethlisberger, 2,000 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. Not having the best year. But we'll see what he could do today. On a 3rd and 20 from the 32, Ben Roethlisberger has a lot of time in the pocket, and he's going to take too much time, and he's going to get sacked by Khalil Mack. And there will be a lot of sacks today. And I realize after this game, I am going to lower the slider set for sacks, and there should not be too much because I think Khalil Mack had like 4 or 5 that you'll see. So I will lower that because I believe Justin Tuck had like 4 or 5 last game too. So like I said, I am going to lower that. We are driving now across midfield. We are going to go play action, and Carr's going to hook up with David Osbury over the middle. So we are looking pretty good on our second possession. And now on a 2nd and 10, there was a man in motion. Carr, he's going to throw it to the right to Joique Bell. Breaks one tackle and then gets popped on the second one. So we have a 3rd and 8 now. And Carr, he's going to find Jeremy Maclin, who makes a spectacular one-handed catch. But he's going to go down injured. And we'll see how long he'll be out for. Marcus Whedon right here on 3rd and 4 gets down to the 1-yard line, and Jeremy Maclin will be out with 2 weeks, not including this week, with an upper arm fracture. So he will be missing 2 to 3 games, and that is a big blow for us. Our leading receptions and yards leader is going to go down with an injury, and we signed him in the offseason to be our #1 receiver, and he gets hurt. So we're going to see what he could do when he gets back, and guys like Rod Streeter and Marcus Whedon, mainly Marcus Whedon, I am going to move him to the #1 slot role, I guess that's what they call it, and then I'm going to bump up Dre Archer to the slot. Rod Streeter will still be the 2, and then guys like Jerron Kreiner and Bryce Butler will get reps, but we might look to sign a receiver after this game, but we'll see. 2nd and 9, here's, speaking of Dre Archer, he gets a pass right here and picks up a gain of 17 on his former team. And what I was saying about Rod Streeter before, on him being a pretty big disappointment, he has only like 350 reception yards in 11 games this year, which is really bad. And in the offseason, I'm going to be looking to deal him, because I know there is a big free agent class in this offseason as well, and then maybe I'll try to draft one. But I do plan on getting rid of Rod Streeter in a trade in this offseason, because if you remember last offseason, we did sign him to, I think, a 2 or 3 year deal. So 1st and 10 now for the Steelers. We are up 7-0. Came by the hands of a Marcel Reese 1-yard run. And Le'Veon Bell is pretty much running on us. He's averaging 6 yards per carry, and we can't find a way to stop him. 3rd and 6. Ben comes up. He finds Antonio Brown for the first down. And now 2nd and 12 from the 40. A quick pass to a rookie wide receiver, Earl Bennett. And he is going to pick up the first down. Now we have a 3rd and 3 now from the 17. It's a slant play, and it's a quick reception by Antonio Brown. And Ben is 5 for 5 on this drive. They are driving 1st and goal from the 9. There is Klutz, the fullback, and he is in for the touchdown. So we are all tied up at 7 apiece now. We're looking to take back the lead. Carr, he's going to get blindside and sacked by Mike Mitchell, the ex-Panther. And now we would have to be forced to punt it away. So here's the Steelers' chance to take the lead. 2nd and 10. It's an 8-yard pass to Antonio Brown. Now 3rd and 3. It's a handoff to Le'Veon Bell, and he's going to pick up a first down for a gain of 9. He already has over about 60 yards on the game, and we're not even at halftime. So 3rd and 10. Ben's trying to go deep to Bennett, and that's picked off by Jimmy Smith, and we're going to have the ball back and trying to take this lead before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 9. Carr, he's going to get sacked. Glenn Dorsey on that sack, and we would be forced to punt it away. And great field position right now for the Steelers, as there's Denarius Moore's first sighting in this game, the former ex-Raider, like I said before. Now 3rd and 5 from the 48. Ben in the pocket, great protection, only sending 3 here. Even more, oh my gosh, Ben had at least 9 seconds in that pocket, and he found, I believe that was Bennett on the left side. Now a screenplay, but it was played nicely by Nick Roach, and we would force Le'Veon Bell to, I think, only a gain of 1 or no gain. But 3rd and 1 now from the 8. Ben in the pocket, goes back in the end zone, and what a spectacular catch by Le'Veon Bell, doing it as a receiver, one of the best dual threat running backs in the league. And we find ourselves down 14-7 at halftime, and a big reason we are losing is only 16 rushing yards, and that is unacceptable with the leading rusher in the NFL. But we do force a 3-and-out to start off the game, as Ben found Mercedes Lewis. And now we're going to try to run the ball. Pierre Thomas right here with a 9-yard gain. And 3rd and 1 now, we're going to give it to Joyke Bell. And Bell picks up the first down for a gain of 1 yard. He only has 17 yards on 7 carries. Now on 2nd and 10, what a catch by Jaron Kreiner. And that is enough for a gain of 15. 1st and 10, we're going to give it to Joyke Bell. And he gets a gain of 7. So we're trying to get the ground game going right now. And 3rd and 3, that is batted down at the line of scrimmage by Warrens Timmons. And Sebastian Janikowski would come out and hit the field goal. So we are down by 4, but Le'Veon Bell, just great run blocking by the Steelers O-line. And we're just not getting our rush defense that well today. So 2nd and 10, Ben on the run finds Denarius Moore falling out of bounds. And that was kind of a story of the day. Long 3rd down conversions and 2nd down conversions for the Steelers. As 1st and 10, Shelby Harris gets the sack on the screenplay. Ben could not get it off in time. And you'll see right here, 3rd and 22 for the Steelers. Denarius Moore over the middle. Both safeties and the corner miss. And Denarius Moore gets about 50 yards on a 3rd and 22. Now at the 12, Ben gets sacked right away. Khalil Mack, his 3rd sack of the day. And that's lead to a 3rd and 13. We should force him to a field goal here. But Ben is going to go back in the end zone again. And he's got Armani Edwards for the touchdown. And that is when you know your secondary is playing pretty bad, when Armani Edwards catches a touchdown on 3rd and long. So we're going to try to give you something back here. But Derek Carr, just no pass blocking or protection for him. Just couldn't do anything. Jason Wills with the pressure there. And we would be forced to punt it away. But really, Jimmy Smith has been the only bright spot in our secondary this season. Terrell Brown has been okay. He hasn't been really the number 2 solidified kind of elite corner I wanted him to be after giving him a pretty decent contract at the end of the season. But we got to see here. We still have Reggie Nelson at free safety, who I did sign to a 1-year deal, and I do plan on giving it to Ronald Fairley, who we drafted in the 1st round last year, I think out of Alabama, and I've been using game prep a lot on him this year, so I do plan on him giving this starter. He's going to get the starting role next year. And you can see Marcus Whedon just a moment ago caught a pretty deep touchdown pass on his former team, and that was pretty cool to see. But like I was saying, DJ Hayden has been okay. I believe he's actually an 81 overall now as our 3rd corner. He's been okay, but also with Tyron Branch, he's not the best zone coverage safety. He's better tackler, and pretty much, I guess he's good on the blitzes for us. So we'll see in the offseason what we have to do with our secondary, because I think our run defense is actually pretty good. We've only given up, I think, over 100 yards rushing 3 or 4 times this year out of 11 games, and they've all been new elite running backs. Well, not really elite, but like Le'Veon Bell this game, off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure Giovanni Bernard 2 weeks ago ran over 100 yards. And one of the Chiefs game, I think not Jamal Charles, but here, this is pretty much the game. I don't know, just blown coverage. Antonio Brown catches a long touchdown pass, like I said, on 2nd and 3rd and longs. The Steelers convert, and yeah, Derek Carr overthrows Marcus Whedon, and Mike Mitchell with the pick. Already has a sack, and now gets an interception. But right here, Denarius Moore on 3rd and 6 does not pick up a 1st down. And like I was saying, I think our run defense is actually good. We haven't, like I was saying, like Giovanni Bernard, Ryan Matthews might have ran over 100 yards on us. I'm not sure. But I think we didn't let up to 100 yards to Monte Ball like we did last year twice. And That's about it, but I think our run defense is pretty much better than our pass defense, as Pierre Thomas does get a first down right here for a gain of 14, and we have a chance to make it a one-possession game if we could score, and we do just that. David Osbury catches the touchdown, and it's now 31-24, a 2-point game, and now, not a 2-point game, 6-point game, I should say, my bad. So 3rd and 7 now from the 28. Ben's going deep, and Jimmy Smith on the coverage. That was intended for Denarius Moore, and Jimmy Smith was his second interception of the game. That was similar to the one before. And now, 2nd and 8 for the Raiders. Carr in the pocket. It's going to take it himself, and Carr picks up the first down. He's got 4 carries for 33 yards. I'm actually pretty sure, I think Carr ended up with more rushing yards than Joyke Bell did. But I guess that's how it is. The Steelers' run D is pretty good this game. Stopped us pretty well, as Joyke Bell, I think, has 9 100-yard rushing games. But right here, Derek Carr bouncing around in the pocket, has to throw it across his body, and that was nearly picked off. And we would have to go for it here on 4th and 1. We're going to give it to Joyke Bell to keep this game alive, but Joyke Bell gets stuffed by Lawrence Timmons. And that could be the end of it if the Steelers can drive down the field. So 3rd and 3, we're going to get a stop on Le'Veon Bell. Tyvon Branch gets him in the backfield, and we have one more shot. So 1st and 10, Carr checks down to Joyke Bell, not Le'Veon, and that goes nowhere, only for a gain of 1. And right here, 2nd and 9, Carr, he just gets that one away, but he is injured, and Derek Carr doesn't look too good. Lawrence Timmons right there with the hit. And Derek Carr is down, and he is hurting. We're going to bring in Matt Schaub here for 4th and 16. This is pretty much for the game. We're going deep to Marcus Whedon, but that is intercepted by Matthews, and that is the dagger. We're going to fall to 5 and 5, but bigger news right here. You will see in a second. Derek Carr, torn pectoral muscle, and he will miss the end of the regular season and the postseason if we find a way to make it. But this leaves a lot of controversy here. We do have Austin Davis and Matt Schaub as backups, but I don't think they would bring us to the playoffs. So I am going to be looking at free agency, and in the beginning of the next episode, you will see who we sign at quarterback. And we also do sign a receiver, and the receiver is a former Steeler, and the quarterback is a former Falcon, Eagle, and Jet. So you'll see who that is. You probably can guess it. And Joyke Bell, 33 rushing yards, same with Derek Carr. And that was it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want to see more. And that is it for me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.